This is Jessica Weber, and I am here at Southern Living's annual event, Taste of Charleston, and I am with editor of Southern Living and author, Rebecca Lang. Thank you so much for coming with us today.
Thank you. I'm glad y'all could come. It's such a fun event, and our weather's nice and cool. Thank goodness. So it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I know. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain, but
right. So tell us a little bit about the event. How did it get started?
Well, Southern Living came on as a sponsor last year, and we've just really enjoyed being here because we have such a connection to Charleston anyway. And I think that the magazine has just such a strong presence in this city, and it's so beautiful and so wonderfully Southern that it just was a perfect fit for us to come. And we've done a lot of events while we're in town, and this is kind of the piece de resistance to come out to Boone Hall and have samples and do cooking demos, and we have nice, wonderful places to sit and relax like we are, and we've had a really good time doing it.
You also write.
I do. This is my fourth cookbook. It's called Around the Southern Table. It's coming out in bookstores on October 2nd, so it'll be out on Tuesday. And it's a Southern Living title, and it's 100% all from scratch, brand new recipes that have never been in the magazine. And it's a beautiful book. It's full color throughout. And I think people really relate to it. A lot of the recipes are recipes that I grew up with, that my grandmother made. So as Southerners, you know, we have such a strong connection to our food, and it's such a part of our history and our heritage. And I think that really shines through in there. I'm real proud of it.
Right, absolutely. So the book is called Around the Southern Table, and you said that some of these are your mother's recipes and your grandmother's?
My grandmother's inspired recipes. My mom really doesn't care to cook too much. I mean, she talks about it all the time, but I think her mom cooked so well, and then when I started cooking, she just didn't have to. But,
right.
But yeah, we have lace cornbread in there, which is a really, really old Southern recipe that you don't see too much anymore. And so we have a lot of things, casseroles that people grew up in. I have several different kinds of biscuits. So it'll be stuff that I think if you grew up in the South, you'll certainly remember and connect to. And then if you didn't, if you're a transplant here, it'll be stuff that are your new favorites that you can pass down to your children.
Absolutely, and even people from the South that have been forced to move.
Forced to move away.
You can now
Goodness
have
gracious.
Southern cooking.
That's the nice thing. They can take it with them, and you know, and now even grits are available in most stores nationwide. So you might have to fly with your Southern flour and take it back north, but everybody can take it home, and you still feel like you have a piece of the South.
Right. What's your personal favorite recipe?
You know, I don't have a personal favorite recipe. That's probably the question I get asked the most. And that's like asking what's your favorite child, because you work on it for so long and you know and love each recipe, because if I didn't love it, it wouldn't be in there. But there's some, I'll tell you the ones I have a 7-year-old, his favorite is peppermint wedding cookies. So they're real buttery and real yummy and covered in crushed up peppermints on top. And then my sweet, sweet baby daughter loves the beignets. I have beignets made with buttermilk, and she thinks they're fantastic. I mean, they're covered with dusted white sugar on the top. I mean, really, really pretty. So my family all has their favorites, but when I look at it, I just see a collection of things that mean so much to me and that are all good. So that's a hard question to pick one.
Right. So a lot of these recipes are pretty simple, or not simple, but they're friendly for people that don't cook.
Oh, they should be friendly, yes. I kind of feel like if you can read, you can cook. And if you can't make something that's been written well, then it hadn't been written well enough. So I kind of, as a recipe writer, I try to make sure no matter what I write, what the recipe is, you can read it and then make sure it works. I mean, that's my job. If I have not done that, then I haven't done my job. But everything was tested in my kitchen and developed, and I worked on it, and then it went through the Southern Living test kitchen. So it's been tested and tested and tested, so it is guaranteed to work. So a lot of times you pick up cookbooks and you'll find stuff you may not be too good at making, but that should not be the problem here. I mean, this has been made by so many people before it ever hit the page.
Right.
So it's an insurance policy for sure.
Great. Well, I know you guys are very busy today, but thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
time.
Well, I hope you'll have time to come taste and hang out too.
Oh, absolutely. We will be back for taste.
Oh, good. Well, you'll start with seeing me out there. So
great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.